finally made it. Ba-na-na-na. All right. I mean, yeah, at least your jewel crafting is done now. Welcome in, everybody. We are live here on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do it. Or if you're not following on the Twitch, do it. It's free. Or, you know, do whatever you want. But this is the Club de Lulu ckora 10. This is our third run, and I'm going to apologize right from the beginning because I did not turn on the video until the end of the first boss. So literally all I have is the damage meters, which you can see right here for the end of the first boss. But we do go through to the rest of it. Kazupal was like, yo, turn on. Well, why aren't you turning on your camera? And I was like, you know what? Fair enough. So we are going to quickly run through this. This is not necessarily a guide. There's some guide-like stuff in here. But for the most part, this is just for the guild to go back, review, learn from some of the mistakes we made. Maybe for you to be able to see. You can look at my rotation. I play as a warrior. So, Jarn, if you need to learn how to DPS, maybe this is where you watch. But maybe it's not. So, honestly, this was a really, really clean run. And to be honest, I don't think that this is going to be a very long video. I think, only wiped twice in total today. And this is where we had a little bit of a situation, was with the pulling right here. I don't think I skipped it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Am I the one that accidentally pulled it? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm very close up there. They definitely come right to me. So maybe I'm the one that pulled. Though I didn't go through the door. And no, Jarn was up there. So Jarn is the one that pulled. Can't you see your bar though? Can't see your bar though. Are you sure you can't see my bar? Oh. You know what, Jarn? You are right. Alright, I'll fix that so that you can see my bar. There you go. Now you can officially see my bar. So yeah, this probably just came down to the tanks over pulling up there. If they saw me right there, then I don't know. One thing I did was I was right on my HP this whole time to make sure I didn't die. And I think that that is something to be said. I mean, it's something that I kind of... Obviously, I've been on a pretty big break here from Turtle WoW, but it was one thing that I really did want to take. For me, I want to start watching my HP more, and I know that that sounds so silly, but obviously you guys know I just like to die. And that was a good moment of like, I was down to like no health and I popped my own potion, and that was just enough to make it so that I could get to getting the heals off that we needed. You did it. No, I ran up to grab them. Shield had been enchanted. Tanks, Hani. Don't know what you're trying to say, Jarn. Wait, you're trying to say I did it? Jason, I don't know. You know what? If they did, that aggro range is crazy. But there was people up the stairs. So it's hard to think that I fully did the pull. But just stopping by to say hi and hit that like button. Vital. Appreciate it. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Oh, Hani. It's okay. So yeah, that was a crazy pull, but we literally didn't lose anybody. And this is really an attest to like how much better as players we've all gotten, as well as how much stronger we've all gotten. Because that was a massive pull, and it was a chain pull. We did the pull followed by a second pull, and we ended up getting through it. So I do think that there's something to be said about us getting quite a bit better. But yeah, so that was one scary pull, and we got through it. We got through it fine. We'll just rip through it. We don't need to... This is the part where Kazupal says, hey guys, stay back, let the tanks do their job, which is fair, because maybe I did pull a little bit. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. But yeah, so, oh, right. And then here's the fiasco of Healing Bones having like 6 seconds of lag. Shout out to you. You called Donnie Honey. Like honey. Are you going to spread some honey on your toast or put some honey in your tea? All right. So this boss is where we got locked out last time. And real quick, I'm just going to show everybody. This is one spot where you can do a reset. You can just jump down. But ckora was just showing us that if you jump onto here, that will reset the boss. So if you ever need a reset spot, you can jump down or just go there. Now we end up dying once here. And unlike normal, I'm going to show us losing this. Because I think that this is where we can learn, is by watching where we've gone wrong. Now, I'm going to explain this for everybody. ckora did not want to do it like this, and honestly, so be it. But I will say that when I have ran this with other guilds, so there are 2 ways that you can do this. Now, you can see where Jarn is over here in the corner with the little mouse. Jarn is here, and the other tank will be by this head bust. Tanking. All the DPS goes up here, or sorry, melee DPS, and then all the casters are essentially where I'm standing. This is the way we did it. What you can also do is use this doorway. You can also use this doorway. And what I mean by that is instead of Jarn waiting here to get the stacks off, you can tank here, go behind the doorway to get everything to drop, and then come back and swap. I've seen people do that, and I've seen it work really well. And the reason it works really well to go that way is because if this Hound Fang does want to do something crazy, all the melee DPS are over there. He can do things crazy there. That's fine. If he does things crazy to the casters or to the healers, he has to run at least all the way to here, which gives all the melee that extra like 2 seconds to fix the situation before it turns into a wipe. Jarn, I'm not saying that's where you start. You don't start from here. You can still... Oh, and also, if he's in the corner, you can charge from here too. Don't say you can't. You can still... And also, it's not charging. If anything, you're intercepting. Or intervening. You're not charging. You're charging for the very first one. But you can charge from here and still do what I just said. Like, obviously, I'm not saying, oh, all melee should get behind him before it starts. No. Right, you can still intervene from here to here. I bet you the distance is not far enough that it matters. And also, you don't need to intervene. It's closer. Why would you need to intervene if it's closer? It wouldn't matter. And to be completely honest also, ckora never needs to intervene because he doesn't have it. So you shouldn't need to either. Waste your rage. It's a rage waste where you could be doing more DPS. So, obviously this way works, but this way also works. And I'm going to emphasize that we should try it this way next time. But either way, one thing that is also worth noticing is that he does put a debuff on everyone, and it does reduce your melee damage. So if you are a meleeer, excluding rogues, because rogues do hardly any melee damage, then you don't need to. But you can see up here, I have these stacks forming. I'm doing less damage. At one point in time, I will hover over it. You'll see. And it shows. You can see, like, my DPS is going down fairly substantially. 17, 18 stacks. So if you are a tank or if you're a melee, especially if you're a tank, you want to like get rid of that once you probably get to like 8 to 12, somewhere in there. Like right now, I'm like cranking up to 30, and you'll see when I hover over it, it'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm doing like no damage right now. Look, like you can see, my skills are doing half decent. Okay, that's my poison from my my weapon. 260 whatever. I did 3 on a melee hit right there. Because of 46 stack. 3 damage on a melee hit. There we go. Okay, we reset it. We go back in, and what kind of numbers we getting? There we go. Now we're back to 300s, 200s. 88. Oh, okay. But you see, you got to reset it. You got to reset it. The Raptor won't be able to reset it. But there we go. I can see Jason is also doing the resets, which is great. But yeah, I mean, most Steelbert ended up being the top DPS for this, and he doesn't need to reset it because most of his damage just comes from the poison anyway. So at this point, it is unfortunately a reset. We probably could have attempted it, but no, we couldn't have. We couldn't have. But yeah, so it's just not much could have happened. Jarn's melee got taunted there. Or sorry, Jarn's taunt got resisted. Let's say that the proper way. All right, so we're going up for the next one. Now, guys, also something I want to point out, consumes, guys. Use your consumes. We've got alchemists. Why your rotation so whack? Odin's Son, if you want to be more specific, feel free to be more specific. That's Kazupel to anybody that cares. Guys, use your consumes. They're there to be used. I even use ones to give me extra stamina, just so that those odd times when I do get hit, I just don't get like literally dummied. So I get a bunch of rage when my taunt. And then you should have Mongoose and at least Giants. I have both of those up. Or are you saying that to somebody else? Or just in general? To anybody that cares about what consumes I'm using, I've got Firewater up. I've got stamina buff here. This is an agility food buff. This is Roids. This is Mongoose. This is Giant's Potion. This is Mongoose. And then these are both Sharpening Stones. The only thing I could technically add, I think, is I could use the chilies that Kazupal's in love with. But as a melee DPS with no spell power, I mean, I think it would add something like 0.2% of my DPS would go up. All right. So we're getting ready for the second attempt. Oh, just kidding. Instantly got obliterated. Third attempt. And this is where we win. So let's watch it from the beginning. Oh, here we go. Sunder armor until the mob has 5 sunders. We got another warrior here. We'll see. I don't think I need to sunder. The issue I was running into with sundering with Jarn earlier on was that I was stealing aggro when I was in defensive stance. So when we have another warrior doing sunder armors, I just don't do it. Execute if the mob has execute if the mob has less than 20% HP. Whenever you have enough rage to use it. Sometimes it's better to use Bloodthirst instead, in certain conditions are met. This is touched on in the section below. Oh gosh, no, I'm not reading that. Why are you in defense stance as Fury? Are you asking me right now? I'm never in defense stance. Well, none of what he's saying makes sense. I mean, he didn't write any of that. He copy and pasted all of it. You can, Odin's Son. Just so here's a learning opportunity for you. You can't sunder armor unless you're in defense stance. You can only sunder in defense stance. Donnie, that's the biggest lie you ever said. You can do it outside of defense stance? Sunder armor. I don't think you can. Yeah, liar. You know what? I'm not going to go and check it right now. Let's fight this out. You can do it literally in every stance. You know what? Maybe that's a turtle thing. In normal WoW, you definitely can. Hold on, let me get popcorn. Alright, let's do this fight. Look, he's already got 2 sunders down. You don't need me to sunder. That's not a turtle thing. Oh, you don't know anything about anything, Odin's son. I don't know what you're talking about. I played a warrior. No, you didn't. You played a warrior in Seasons of Discovery. That's not the same. It's not the same. Wrath of the Lich King. Nah, it was Wrath of the Lich King. Dude, Wrath of the Lich King, you don't use Sunder Armor because you get a better attack. And they actually, I believe, changed it in Wrath of the Lich King. I don't think that they changed it for Burning Crusade. So you can see the stacks right there. This is what I'm talking about. So this is why it's important for melee DPS to also go and do it. Armor and damage reduced by 85%. There's no point in being there doing 85% damage. If you're a melee DPS, you should be getting those stacks to drop off. And that was 85% at 17. Oh wait, maybe that wasn't 17. Either way, you should be doing regular rotations of getting it off you. It's just not worth it to not. I don't hit Bloodthirst enough? I tell ya. I don't know why you're giving me such a hard time. I was technically almost top DPS. I was in second place by, or overall damage by 3. Look, Bloodthirst just went off. Did you see that? It went off. It went off. Oh, okay. Now you're going to get mad because it's not going off. Okay. And now you're getting mad. Oh, see, but now we're in execution. See, I was getting ready for execution phase. Rage potion, there we go. And then we start booting ourselves up on the DPS meter. I would say the only thing I would have done differently is I would have saved my Berserker. I'm review. No, you can't review me. So there we go. There we go. There's the boss. The big takeaway, remove your stacks. Melee DPS. But yeah, like you can see this corner right here. This is where Aftershock, this is where the other guilds, where they do tank swapping. It's between this corner right here, Kazupel. This is where the big boys do it. This is where I've seen them do it. Tank swap from here to here. And then your healers are fine. Alright. Well, Jarn, that's because you're too busy dying. Alright. So now we are going on to the Imp boss. Honestly, I don't even think we had anybody die in the Imps. Like, that's how much better we did. Never seen it. I don't like... Yeah, well, you don't have to like me in this moment. Normally, we have a lot of deaths on the Imps. This time, well, Jarn died. That's to be expected. A tank is going to die. But I think Jarn dying that one time, and then when Jarn makes this goofball mistake coming up here, we'll point this out. Because this was a classic Jarn here. Classic Jarn when everybody says don't pull and then he pulls. Alright, so we're done here. And then let's take a look before Jarn goes. Okay. Ashen Bones, Hunter granted. No mana. Mage 2, less than half mana. Snapping, maybe enough for 2 spells. Healing Bones and Z almost at 0 mana. Hard to see Healing Bones because she's far back. So let's see where they are once they catch up. Yeah, they both have 0 mana. So this was, to be fair, this was probably secondarily my fault because I went in rather than if I had not gone in, they would have just let Jarn instantly die. So since I have the plot armor, they were like, you know what? Donnie's such a true hero. Let's go up and save him, which I appreciate. Riding effects isn't healing. It's a class of its own. We found out Jarn doesn't have Puppeteer. So yeah. Jarn, I would recommend the mana bar. So if you can see over here, if you can see my mouse, I'll move the mouse, and you see right here, like these little blue bars. So actually, if you look here, there's a really good example. Like you see where it says Mage 2 dead and Jarn core, or John Orc dead. So like that's where it shows you people are dead. But then if you also look, you can see their mana. So like Ash over here has 0 mana, and they've probably had to draw pots just to get any mana back. And Kazupal has 0 mana too. So this is just for reference, Jarn, where the mana is located. I don't have that UI. Dude, this UI is literally the standard UI. This is nothing special. This is the turtle standard UI. If you don't have this, then you messed up something on the these bars over here. This is nothing special. This is turtle interface. This is World of Warcraft interface. I have nothing literally, I have the boringest add-ons known to man. How do you activate that? Brother, that's a Google situation. That's on you, man. You've obviously played with settings, or you might need to reinstall. Alright, so we go into the room. We did the fire protection potions, which was probably, I will say it was probably like a good, like it was, you know, more like cautionary. I don't think it was probably needed, but you know what, at the same time, we didn't wipe. We did this first try. Let's watch it right from the beginning. Jarn, I would recommend fixing it then, because you should have it. Everybody has it. All right, so this one pretty much, I'm sorry guys, I have all my items up. You're gonna want to avoid the fire, and I'll point it out as soon as I recognize. There we go. So you can see this. If you can see this buff right here, that means that you are going to get hit by that fire. So that means you need to move away so that you don't get hit by that fire. 18 seconds. So you don't have to do it that second, but yeah, I mean, you don't want to get hit by it. Right? Let the fire go down. Go back in. Listen to your raid leader. He tells you what to do. This is about as easy as mechanics go. I mean, don't get me wrong. Car 10 has mechanics, but raid frames the same color as the classes. Yeah, debuff. Well, is it really a debuff? It's just like, it's more like a warning. The Odin Sun is cuz, yes. It is cuz. Alright, so we're about to finish this guy off. He's about to be in execution mode, and there we go. Bloodthirst off, and that's where I save my Berserk, and then I get the extra 10 rage. I could have probably popped a rage potion there just to do a little bit more DPS, but it doesn't matter because I was top DPS. Big dick on the table. No, honestly, we all did great there. Not a single person died. Most people got away from the fire after the fire can still kill you at that point in time. Jarn, the only other thing I can say is maybe you have an add-on that's like stopping it from appearing, but like straight up, that's a you're gonna need to fix situation. But going into spiders, real quick, I'm not gonna go through this whole thing, but I am gonna go through real quick here, guys. There's invisible spiders. The big black widows are invisible. Look, you'll see it pop up right now, right there. Boom. So when you're in these rooms, just be careful. There's invisible spiders, okay? That's literally all you need to know. There's invisible spiders. I think there's about 4 of them you have to kill in the end, and there is 1 or 2 in the boss room also. We'll have to deal with. There you go. 2 Black Widows right there. Actually, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think there's even a third one. But yeah, I mean, so we're just going to pass these and go right to this. Going to AQ20 now. Bye, Jarn. Never mind. Dude was... Okay. Worst boss ever. Honestly, this was clean. This was good. So just a reminder, guys, on this boss, going back, if you're doing this as a refresher before jumping into your next ckora 10, he shoots out poison volleys. You will see it in the debuffs over here. If you do get one, hide behind the pillars. They'll disappear. For me, I usually do it after I have 2 on me. I know, I'm bad, but I also have a shitload of health, so I can get away with it. I'm just going to say I can get away with it, even if I can't. But all DPS, whenever the eggs come down, it is your job to kill those eggs. If those eggs hatch, you have to fight elite spiders while still tanking this boss, while still getting poisoned, and it's pretty much impossible. So it is important to stay on top of the eggs. Now, this time, it kind of felt like there was less eggs, I will admit. So I don't know if that's like been a change or whatever the case was, but yeah, stay on top of eggs. And here we go. Let's see this. We got the pull. Guys, also a really good point. Something that did come up in a couple of the bosses is just because a pull timer goes down doesn't necessarily mean that means that you can go and F it up. My rule of thumb for me, granted, everybody makes mistakes. I made mistakes. I try to wait at least 5 seconds. And yes, I know I need to get a threat meter. I know. It'll be, I said it will be here for next time last time. It may be here for next time. But yeah, so kind of 5 seconds, right? There you go. There's like my 5 seconds. So pretty much if you attacked before I did, because like, look, I literally went in there. Granted, I did miss. I wouldn't have gotten, if we go back, I bet you my DPS. Oh, maybe it is going to catch Jarn's DPS. Yeah, okay. But like, that's the thing, right? Like, Mage 2, granted, not part of the guild. Steelbert have already done some pretty major damage before Jarn's even thrown down a lot. Probably means that, I mean, he might have taunted. Maybe I didn't pick up on all of Jarn's damage too, but at least 5 seconds, guys. Wait, who's learning WoW tonight? But yeah, so guys, 5 seconds minimum. Rule of thumb, if you're melee or if you're a caster, wait to see if I go in. If I go in, then oh, and there was another egg. You know what? Everybody was way better on that than I was. So you can see over here, we got the poison volleys. I'm at 2. 8 seconds left. At 8 seconds, this will drop unless I stay out here. So, and you can see from the add-on 2, another one's going to drop in 1 second. So I do not want to get hit by it because that resets the timer, and then boom, we're down to 0 again. Now, like I said, one thing for me is I was trying to manage my HP a little bit better because I don't want to be dying. So I really did feel like I was doing better on that. So we're getting on those eggs. Egg 1 down, egg 2 down. No, the eggs were just really good placed. Like, not spread apart, so AoE was able to hit those with my whirlwinds and all that. There you go. Owie. I tanked for a minute. It was scary. But that's why I said, guys, like, I drop stamina buffs on me too, right? So I was able to get hit once or twice and not just instantly die. Because just because I'm, like, getting hit doesn't mean I can expect healers to heal me right away. It's like, okay, yeah, they'll get to me. But, like, straight up, if Jarn or Kazupal die, and Jarn is dead, if Kazupal dies, then we probably just lose, right? So it's like, that's the sacrifice I and the rest of us make at that point. All right, so we're just on execute phase. Steelbert killing it, and can I beat him in the end? No, I can't. Oh, maybe I can beat him on these. That's what my No, he's on it. He's on it. There's no catching up. I normally wait until Cuz says, okay, attack. And I don't even attack. Well, Z, no kidding, you don't go until after. You don't attack. Z, you're doing your exact job. You did 0 damage there. All right, but guys, there we go. So there is our DPS. Honestly, here's the thing. Everybody is doing so much better. So much better. The discrepancies are in way better spots right here. Way better spots. I'm not gonna... Yeah, gear is gear. Oh, well, look at that. Made some money. Okay, we won't go back there. Okay, so now we're going to here. This is where we took a little bio, so let's skip through the bio. And you know what? This is, I believe, where I will take the fall. You know what? I'm actually going to, real quick, shout out to Jarn. Jarn did really good in here, being like, yo, let's wait to make sure we don't get the pats. And it's funny, like, he literally said it, and then the pat came by. He called it. Oh. But yeah, so shout out to Jarn getting better there too. So then we come in here, and this is where things. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. Jarn is pretty close already. Jarn's pretty close already. So I'm like, ooh, the piano. I didn't go to the piano though. I'm not on the edge. I'm not on the edge. Nothing's been pulled yet. Hold. It might have been my fault. This might have been my fault. We did pretty good on it though. Okay, see, Jarn was there first. Actually, that was Jarn. That was Jarn. Jarn was the one that pulled, ladies and gentlemen. Donnie did not do either of the pulls. I just want to thank my parents. And, you know, I'm just one man. I'm just one man. And it's tough to be excellent all the time. But you know, I do my best. What's Turtle Wow means? I only play Vanilla Classic. Trainer Brawly, welcome in, dude. How's it going? Turtle Wow is a private server. Jarn, either way, you were waiting on the edge. You were too close on the edge. We're not supposed to be on the edge until we're going. I wasn't quite on the edge, but you were on the edge. This is a private server, and it is a World of Warcraft. But honestly, we didn't do that bad. I mean, granted, people are dying fast, and now I'm about to tank, and it's bad. But okay. But either way, I did not kill us. Ever. And that's what's the most important here. That is what's most important. Yeah, so it's Turtle Wow. So essentially, this is the concept of of World of Warcraft Classic Plus trainer Brawly. The idea is that it's classic World of Warcraft that's been manipulated to be a bit more. This is the Car 10-man dungeon, which they also added a 40-man of this dungeon too. And more stuff and more, raids, and they've added dungeons. So if you're ever looking for a way to play World of Warcraft for free, this could be the way for you. But yeah, no, I'm super happy with how I played. How did my head get friggin' moved again? Oh, it's because I moved the camera. For the, okay, so this spot, this is kind of a weird spot, but like all melee needs to stay back here. That's the big point here. Only let the tanks go forward. I also got told to stay the F back because, yeah, it's a free-to-play server. Trainer Broly, if you let me just finish this, actually, are you on Twitch? because half of the, well, not half, but a bunch of the people we did this raid with right now is actually on Twitch right now watching live. So if you want to hop on over to the Twitch, they would gladly tell you a little bit about Turtle and maybe how you can get set up and get started and go with it. I mean, it's honestly, it's awesome. We're on a PvP server. You level up 4 times as fast effectively. It's got extra raids, extra dungeons, extra set, like dungeon sets. There's multiple tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3. You can do a DPS or like a healing set or a DPS set of your T1, T2, and T3. I am not. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, if you are interested, dude, we'd love to. We've got a whole guild that we run that one of the members here on Twitch and part of the community runs, and a bunch of us are officers and we kind of all do it together. So if you are looking to get in and have some fun, I mean, we're already in a point where we're doing ZG rating, CAR 10, AQ 20, and we got a good group of people. So I mean, if you're looking to join us and have some fun, we'll help level you up and do the whole shebang. And there's brand new areas to level up in. It is awesome. If I join a ZG today, am I gonna be locked? Depends on time. Reset is in 6 hours. All right, so we're just gonna skip all this. This is where we took our photo for the thumbnail. Peace. All right. This boss is a tough guy. He does smoke screens. Long story short, and I am part of what I'm saying. You should do this. I didn't do it. Guys, get your threat meters. Don't do more threat than the tanks. This one definitely requires the 30 plus seconds. This is also a place where we've been stalled in the past. So we've been stalled here in the past, and we did not get stalled. We beat it on our first try, which is awesome. 300k HP on this guy. Guys, let those tanks get as much threat as possible, and don't feel bad about like pulling back. I'm not saying like do nothing, but if you see that you just did a crit for 4,000 damage and you're getting pretty high on the threat, that's okay. Just do a wand hit for 1 or 2 wand hits, and then go back to your regular rotation. I'm drama queen. Wait, I'm sorry. The special titles are going away soon. Wait, what special titles are going away soon? Oh, she's gonna simplify it. But yeah, okay. I've only played druid for the most part. Dude, we could always use more druids. We only have 1 feral druid, essentially. Actually, we have 1 feral, and then another one is on a break right now that also does like a combination, but like we could always use another druid, man. Shoot, we'd help level you up, man. We could use another druid, whether you want a bear tank, be feral, or boomkin, or heal. I mean, we would love to have a healer druid. That would be sweet. Or boomkin. I mean, not that you can do whatever you want, but we will help you. All right, so let's hop into this, guys. So there we go. If you've gone in already, you've gone in too soon. Straight up. Snapping, I love you. Platonically. You've done more damage than Jarn. I haven't done any yet. You've done more damage than Jarn. Timeout. Go back. All right. How far back do I need to go? Do you want me to start over or what? Did it reset? Yeah, look. It's reset. It's reset. All the damage meters are at 0 right now. This is the current pull. Jarn's doing some attacks. Boom. You attacked once. You've already done more damage than he has. So now they've already popped off taunts. So that means you attacked too soon. Granted, I get it. You crit. You did crit. You did. Your first attack was a crit, but I'm telling you, you went in too quick. Like, let's be real. Like, I didn't pass Jarn in DPS until a second ago. Look at this. Watch. This is how long it takes for me to pass Jarn in DPS. And I'm not saying that everyone should slow down. But I'm just saying that, like, it doesn't have to be a race, okay? There we go. Okay, I just passed Jarn right now. That's how long it took. Snapping is already 3 times more damage. Jason is already 3 times more damage. Steelbert, 2.5 times. Kazupel, that's fine. He's a tank. Mage 2. Yeah, and, like, obviously, we know Jarn's not going to be at the top damage, but, like, it's okay to let him get a little bit ahead before you guys just go crazy. Hey, Jarn, here's the thing. Yep, you do have threat, but, like, the whole point of this is for everybody to get better. Are you trying to justify it? Jarn, you're about to get banned, brother. Dope, found you. Broly Poles, welcome, dude. Thank you for the follow. Guys, Broly Poles was just talking to us on YouTube about Turtle WoW. Guys, give him the sales pitch. Get him in. Somebody get both Discords. Get my Discord and get the other Discord link to this dude. And let's get him set up on Turtle WoW. Let's get him set up. I have a Discord with my community. I do a lot of Pokemon stuff and special stuff like giveaways, yada yada. It's all through me. But also there is a full Discord for our Turtle WoW community. I can leave guild and take all new recruits on my own if you want. Dude, you can take all those level 12s with you if you'd like. All right, so we are in the middle of this. Guys, going back just a tad, you can see this is where I make a little bit of goof because obviously I'm doing a little bit too much threat because he's coming right to me in a second here. And this is why, you know, it's scary. It's spooky scary. I got hit twice, 3 times. I'm close to dying. Whew, 150 HP. Our healers are massively on top of that. I did drop a potion though. That's the thing, guys. Drop a potion. Help your mages, or sorry, help your healers by making it so that you don't die. Their first priority is to make sure that their first priority is to make sure that the tanks don't die. So you can't be mad if when you take aggro and you miss a heal by a second and you don't drop a potion. If you drop a potion and then die, you're allowed to be 1% mad. If you drop 10% mad. If you drop no potion, 0% mad. You have to accept that you're like, I let myself die. They didn't let you die. You let you die. But easy enough, guys. There we go. And the gear was half decent. Too bad we didn't have any more melee with us. Time to get back to WoW. Joined, Broly. We got to get you in on this, dude. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We'll get this man in the guild. I think you got to get to level 10, and we're on the PvP server. Unless I see you overtaking tank on threat meter, then it's 0% our fault. You heard it from Maddie. All right. Let's just go back 10 seconds. All right. Shout out to me for doing top DPS against the end boss, because that's what matters the most. Or top overall damage. I'm just kidding. Mage also, or Chill was doing really good too until Chill died. But I'm I mean, I don't know what Chill's situation was for dying. Obviously overtook on DPS. There we go. So, it was actually fairly early. And see, that's the thing. It's a rogue, right? Watch this health bar right here. It's probably 1 hit. Could be 2, but it's probably 1. 2 hits. 2 hits. So, like, if you're really quick, there is that chance where that 1 potion could have been enough to do the save there. It doesn't mean it would have done it, but I mean, and I'm only 4 hits, so I was able to barely live through that. Then we will look at the overall damage, and here's the thing, guys. I would love to say that I did win the overall damage, but unfortunately for me, I did not win. After comparing numbers with snapping, it looks like snapping actually beat me by about 3,000 damage. Because when I'm looking at my our damage meters are going to pick up our own damage the most accurately. But with her being ranged and me being melee, sometimes she misses mine and sometimes I miss hers. So after looking at both the numbers, unfortunately, I only came in second. So yeah. So one thing I want to point out a few things. Also, I missed the first poll of the whole thing because there was no poll timer and I didn't have a thing, but I didn't have the recording on, so I have no proof, therefore it's just an excuse. But shout out to Snapping for getting top DPS. Shout out to everyone, because like here's the reality too. All of our DPSs are getting a lot better. The fact that 3 of us are within 1% of each other is a good thing. That is a great thing. That means that it's not one of us doing a lot more than the rest. That means that everybody's doing more. And right now, I'm going to real quick, I'll pause it on each one just in case you want to see rotations. So this is actually a really good for Jarn right here. If you want to see where all my damage is coming from, there you go. You get to see it. I'll pause it on everybody just so you can see it. And it gives you a chance that if you need to go back and be like, oh, I need to work on my rotation, or I want to play a rogue, this is where my damage is coming from. Okay. No, you gotta be Alliance. Don't go Horde. Don't do it, Broly. Don't do it. I will never forgive you. Kazupal, classic Consecrate carry. Stupid Paladins. Alright. Auto hit Claw. Nice. Mage 2's now part of the guild. Ash. Auto hit. Ash, I don't know. I don't know anything about hunters, and I know that you've heard me complain in the past about multi-shot. Don't feel like you can't use multi-shot. I don't know how good it is in Turtle, but don't feel like you can't use it. You definitely can use it. Especially when we're fighting multiple things and we have 2 tanks. Don't hesitate unless the damage isn't there. I don't know about it, the damage. And then, there we go, Jarn 216. Oh, apparently I didn't want to show Jarns for more than a millisecond because I didn't care. Come on, you can do it. And I will apologize. I did not go into the healers. I'm sorry, I was not fully there on set. I mean, I was fully there, but my brain was not fully there. So there we go. Shield Slam, Cleave, Whirlwind. Honestly, it looks like you did everything you needed to do. Concussive Blow, very nice. But yeah, there you guys go. That takes us to the end of our ckora. Review. So thank you guys so much for being here for this. Right now, our schedule is a little bit all over the place, but under normal circumstances, we do live stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Things will be shifting a bit. We do Turtle WoW. We do Pokemon stuff, Nintendo stuff, and a whole bunch of new stuff. And we also do a lot of eBay stuff, which I know is a little boring. But that takes us to the end of our review today. I'm going to sign off for YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Drop a like on the videos, and we will see you in the next video.